Yo, yo, it's the Red Blue Podcast crew. Reviewing flicks, both old and new. Red and blue, not political. Nah, man, chill. It was Marvel versus DC till we lost that thrill. Don't stress the episode, don't ask the season. We double up franchises, don't ask for a reason. Mochi's got rules that nobody gets. His takes on movies, they're wild as it gets. He's got Super Bowl Mac and Gray by his side. Trying to keep it sane while they're in for the ride. Mochi's measures are out of control, but in the end he's got the final role. Yeah, that Blue Podcast, come check the scene. Movies old and new, know what I mean?
And we are live talking about movies once again. Copland, Ellie Confidential, and to mark off the end of this 7th season, we have a movie tier list coming up as the ending of this stream. How are you, Matt?
I'm fine. Happy to be here to finish this season with two interesting movie. One I see before and one I never see. So that was interesting. And yeah, I'm happy to be there. And you, Multi?
I am doing great, and I am very excited to dive deep into these two movies. Now, this is the warning to mention all of you. We will spoil Copland and LA Confidential. I know these two movies are quite old. The biggest reason why they ended up both the same week, they are both cop movies, and I can't remember if Super Bowl chose one of these two. Are you the one that chose one of these two? I think I chose the other one, but did you choose
Um,
any of these two movies?
Maybe I choose Copland. I see this movie last year for the first time when I do a Sylvester Stallone marathon to discover this filmography. I was never a big fan of this actor, and last year I decided to try this filmography. So I see all the Rocky movie. I see Rambo One. I see Demolition Man, and I see Copland. So many people, fan of Sylvester Stallone, said to me that I need to see Copland. This is a unique movie for the actor, so I was intrigued to see this movie. For the story, this movie was the last great movie Sylvester Stallone have done before he disappeared for like 10 years. He come back in the 2000 with Rocky 6 and Rambo 5, I think. Before that, this career was not was not okay. Copland was the last one he has done in the 19 before his drop. Because back then, Sylvester Stallone was a big actor, one of the biggest actor on Hollywood. He done many action movie, many sci-fi movie. But at some point, the success was not there, and tried to new thing like comedy and other stuff. And Copland was the ultimate try for the actor to become someone else with this career, because he was famous for action and for Rocky, and this one is unique for him because he not play a hero, he not play a badass character. He's not epic in this movie. He play a really human character with many problem, many flaw. I like that for that. So I think that was me. I choose Copland. For this movie need to be see if you are a fan of Sylvester Stallone. We want to discover the filmography of Copland, I think.
I agree with you 100%, and I really enjoyed the Rambo movies, but Copland is something else. I really enjoyed Copland, and before we really dive deep into it, let's do the new formula by uh, speaking of the plot and the production of Copland, because I think it's kind of interesting that aspect. So James Mangold directed and wrote, I should say. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my brain. So it was directed and wrote by James Mangold. Uh, do you know James Mangold from anything else, Matt?
Yeah, sure. Uh, I really like this director. He have done the Wolverine and the Logan movie. Logan was one of the best superhero movie of all time. He have done Ford versus Ferrari, a very great historical movie. He have done the biopic about Johnny Cash, Walked the Line. A very great movie about this singer. And recently, many people don't like that, but he had done the last movie of Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny. He was the director behind it. I like the movie. It's not the best Indiana Jones movie, but it was a good. And last year, he have done a complete unknown, a biopic about Bob Dylan, another singer.
I liked it. Wow, I'm shocked. I
Uh,
hated Indiana Jones 5, but I liked A Complete Unknown. A Complete Unknown was great, but keep going.
Yeah, this is the last movie I've done. I'm not a big fan of I Completely Known, maybe because I'm not a big fan of the singer. Bob Dylan was not my favorite singer. I never uh, uh, listen this music for entertainment. Some friend and some member of my family give me some song to listen, but I'm not a big fan. So maybe that's why the movie not work on me. But I see why the movie was great for so many people. But yeah, this is a big director. He has not done so many big movie, but each time he tried to do something unique with that, and I like that for. And like I said, Logan for me is one of the best superhero movie of all time. So just for that, I like very much this director.
Amazing. Well, let's keep going with the production and then we will cover the plot. So it was produced by three person, which is very interesting because this is female power right now. It's Katie Conrad, Ezra Swerdlow. I'm pretty sure that's a woman's name. Maybe I'm being sexist there. I don't know. Let's look into it. I think she is. Is she? Is it the E or is she? I don't have any pictures, so maybe I'm wrong. But I clicked on that
This is a
filmography and
man. This is a man. This is a man.
oh, that's unfortunate. But at least there's a Katie. I'm pretty sure Katie is a woman's name.
Yeah.
This I'm sure. So at least we got Katie involved. Let's look into Carrie. Oh, Carrie, that's also a guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not as progressive as I thought. Um, but at least we got Katie. Thank you for cooking this for us. So now the movie starred Sylvester Stallone, as we mentioned, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, which is a big name. I've seen the guy in many movies. I think you also have seen the guy in many movies. That's the kind of name we recognize. We see him and we're like, oh, I don't remember which one because he's in too many of them, but he is there in a lot of projects. Gene Garofalo, I just butchered the name. Robert Patrick, Michael Report, Annabella Sciorra. I massacred another name. Cinematography, Eric Allen Edward, edited by Craig McKay. Music by Howard Shore. Production, Woods Entertainment. Is that production company still around?
The production company, I don't know. I don't know.
Woods Entertainment. Okay, well, question mark beside that. It was distributed by Miramax Film. I know they are still around.
Yeah.
Um, the release date was August 15, 1997, with a running time of 105 minutes, which is the perfect runtime for that kind of flick. The budget was 15 million, and the box office 63.7 million, which is a success because
Yeah.
it did three times. So it's a very successful movie there, and we gotta praise that. Now, when it comes to the plot, it's quite simple. It's quite short, but it doesn't mean the movie is bad. It's a great movie. Like you can have a great movie and a simple plot. Now, I think if we can frame the plot as being something simple, and you will add something if you feel like there's something missing, but I think the idea of Copland is how corrupt a police precinct can be. So the plot is we got that guy that becomes a cop because he believes in being honest, he believes in justice, and is surrounded by crooks that do whatever they want and that bend the law and that break protocols, and they take the justice in their own hand. And the main character, he doesn't want anything to do with it, so he fights a system within the system. Um, any thoughts on that? Do you want to add anything on the plot? To
Maybe a little thing. The main character is a sheriff played by Sylvester Stallone, and in the start he is corrupt, but he realizes slowly that is not the good, not a good way to for the purpose of this life. So he start to change, and in the end he decide to become a better person, and that the arc of the main character. He start corrupted like other cop, and in the end he decide to change that.
I like that caveat. Thanks for adding that. I actually had forgotten about that early part where he started off that way. But yeah, I think I had a blast, and the plot is quite interesting. I think it doesn't grow old because I feel like corruption is always somewhere in some system and structure at some point. So let's fully review this movie now. What did you think of Copland? And I just swapped to something else. That's quite weird. So what did you think of Copland?
I like the movie. It's one of the best Sylvester Stallone movie he have done. Like I said before, he was famous for action movie or working movie, and he was good for that. But he never do a profound character, complex character. Rocky was more and more complex after each new movie. But other than that, he just do the same type of character. And for this movie, he decided to try something different to, like I said, to boost this career because back then he slowly he come to the success was not there anymore back then, and he tried some new stuff to revive that, and he tried comedy was not working for him, and he tried sci-fi that was okay for some element. Demolition Man was a good example, but Judge Dredd was just okay, not very memorable. And in try a drama movie with this one with a big cast. And for this movie, he not he gained weight, and he play a character very human. He's deaf. He's not good looking. He's not charismatic character. He's human. And the start is a corrupt sheriff, and he goes on with his life, and he meet the character played by Robert De Niro, Vietnam Mo Tilden, and after that he decide to slowly to change to become a better version of himself, and that this all the arc of this character is so interesting. I like that. I think Stone was one of the best role he have in this movie. Sure, all the casting is great. We have Irving Curtil. He's played this Yutan, the big curb cop control everyone around. We have a Ray Liotta. He played one of the cop was corrupt, and he tried to help Sylvester Stallone in the end. And of course, we have Robert De Niro. He's played the this incorrupted officer. Lieutenant tried to arrest all this corrupt cop, and so many other great actor in it. I feel this movie, like I said, need to see for to discover the talent that the Sylvester Stallone have. Because so many people think Sylvester Stallone is not a great actor. He had done so many bad movie. I know that, and many people know that. But he has done great movie in his career and great stuff. Recently, he has the own TV show, the Tulsa King. He is so phenomenal in this TV show. And Copland is a good example of what he can do in the cinema. It's a shame that not so many he tried not so many time after that to do the movie like that, because after that this career dropped and he returned to action movie, and that not working, and they take 10 years before he come back with Rocky 6, and Rocky 6 was very great. But that's the shame that after that he not tried to continue, because Copland, yes, was well received, and the box office was okay, but was not big enough for him to become to be motivated to continue like that, because before that this action movie and this Rocky movie was make so much money. Rocky 4 was so a big hit for that. I feel that the Sylvester Stallone regret a little bit to do that role, because yes, the movie was perfect, but great, but that not help him to become a better actor in the end. But I feel this movie need to be seen is a good story about corrupt cop, well directed, with many good actor in it, many good scene. I like the ending where Swisson take the weapon and go to chase the curb cop and kill many of them, and you feel this pain. You feel that he want to do that, but he's not okay. You have before that you have the scene where the curb cut shot just
Near his eardrum.
yeah, and the son is after that you have not son. He's just him run with this gun to chase the curb cup. I like that scene. It was so well done. You can feel the pain, the emotion, and the Sylvester Stallone. Good scene. Yeah, I understand why he was saluted. He was praised for that role, and what this movie was good for that. I think the movie deserved better. To be more see, because it's one of the best Sylvester Stallone movies. For the case, it's not an action movie; it's a drama, a crime drama movie. And so, yeah, I really like this movie. It's not perfect, of course. It's the second movie James Mangold have ever directed, and you can see he tries so many things with that, but he had not all the experience to create a masterpiece with that. But you can see the potential of the director behind this movie. That's why, because after that, he have done so many great movie. So yeah, I recommend to see this movie, and I was happy to see this movie again. Yeah, sure, I see this movie first time the last year, but yeah, it's always good to see this movie again. So yeah, and you, Muti.
I adore that thing. I'd say it's my favorite Sylvester Stallone. I did like the first Rambo, and I'd say most of the Rambo. I liked every Rambo. I think the first one is probably the best. I can't really remember if it any got any as good as the first one, but I know the first one was the best Rambo. Uh,
The first one was the best for quality, but the second one is the most famous because it's the one that create the create the action figure of Sylvester Stallone, because the second Rambo is pure action movie, and with better budget, better action. But one is the best one. But for me, the is better when he done Rocky. Rocky is his best character he had done. Rambo is interesting to follow, but I prefer Rocky.
I liked Rocky, but I just found it more entertaining. The Rambo movies. I think the Rocky are I connect more with Rocky as a character, but I find Rambo more entertaining. So it's kind of complex in my case. Like I'd rather watch Rambo over Rocky, but I know Rocky is more of a character than Rambo, and I think Rambo is just so cool. I like him shooting people. Like there's nothing that beats that. But again, I do agree that Rocky is a better character, and I think I had some issues with the Rocky movies, but overall, Rocky as a character had great moments, and even in Creed, it was amazing. But to go back to Copland,
Yeah.
I was shocked to see Sylvester Stallone in that. I was like, oh, He did something else than Rambo and Rocky. Amazing. And I didn't know he did some drama. And I've seen the Expendable as well, but like I was shocked to see him in Copland. I was like, oh, that's cool. A Sylvester Stallone movie that's not Rambo. Wow, that's cool. I like it. But with Copland, I had no issues whatsoever. And it's a bit unfortunate. I don't have a lot to say. I'm a broken record at that point, but I will mention that. The music, the action was very good. The sound effect was great. The acting was on point. I connected with every aspect of Copland. Copland is just a fun trip with corrupt cop. And I just think it might be slightly above LA Confidential. Slightly. For sure, I think my enjoyment was more there. It's more my cup of tea. It's action driven, but there's also a lot of drama in it, which is very fun. It's interesting to see uh, Sylvester Stallone struggling with that corrupt police station. It's just great. I think the opening monologue about the lore about that town was very fun. The bar scene was entertaining, and the highway with both cars early in the movie that was fun, and the fight by the car crash site was very fun. The costume design and the makeup was very fun, and the cop having twisted sense of justice, it feels like the 90s. I like it. Entertaining action sequence, the big shootout at the end of the movie with Sylvester Stallone having damage to his earring. He almost turned deaf. That was really fun. And I think Sylvester Stallone fight for proper justice was great. It was a fun process to witness, and there's a nice theme of how flawed the system justice is by having people falling off cracks. It's a theme that's been used time and time in cinema, and it never gets old. I like it. And I will echo what you said. I think him having his air drum shot was interesting, and the most interesting part is all of that action piece where you can't hear anything. So it really puts you in Sylvester Stallone's shoes. You experience what he experiences, and him shooting the bad guys was fun. And he actually rewind. He actually took bullets. He got shot at.
Yeah.
A action flick. The main character can get injured by bullets. I like it. And more of that. And you can see the struggle after he got shot at. And that's why I praise so much that movie, because it didn't use the usual trope. It just didn't do it. It felt more real than a lot of the action flick out there, because the action felt justified. His anger, him taking a shotgun and just poo, 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 all these bad guys. Wow. I think this is one of my favorite cop style movies. I really connected well. I enjoyed it. It's hands down my favorite Sylvester Stallone. And I don't have a lot more to say because, again, I'm a broken record. I think the action at the end was peak. Uh, yes, they missed, but they also hit him. And I like it. More of that. Do you want to add anything else on Copland, Matt?
No, I think we talk all about this movie. I remember just a little remember again. This movie was the last great Sylvester Stallone movie before this drop, and after that, you have 10 years of bad movie, and he come back with Rocky. This is the interesting thing to see when you see this movie and you see Rocky 6. You can see the evolution between the two movie. Because it takes so many time in between these two movie, and I look it up. Each movie I've done after Copland, I don't look.
Remember?
I not see the movie, but I look the trailer of each movie, and you can see that he tried to go back to the action, and that was not working for him. He was too deep in the drama, and the complaint was not big enough for him to continue like that. That kind of sad. But he tries something, and that's a good thing. Many people say he tries something that this revolt back then. Arnold Schwarzenegger not try. He stay in the action, sci-fi, and comedy. He not touch so much drama, but Sylvester Stallone tried that, and that worked for him. So I like that for that.
Amazing. What would be your grade out of 10 for Copland?
I would say this movie is pretty much an 8 of 10, a close 8. Maybe I will give a list of 8, but I will allow for today a 8. It's a unique movie to see for so many reasons. Yeah, I don't want to repeat myself. But if you try to discover Sylvester Stallone, you are a fan of Sylvester Stallone, you need to see this movie. Copland is something unique to see.
I agree with you. And I will sound crazy. 10 out of 10. This is a masterpiece. More of that. Copland is my banger. It's my thing. And this is the segue to LA Confidential.
Yeah,
I enjoyed LA Confidential. And let's get into it with the wiki page. And yeah, let's just do it. Because LA Confidential is very similar to Copland. It's slightly worse in my books. I liked a lot more Copland, but but LA Confidential is still very fun, and I think it's a fun experience. Was it the first time you ended up watching it?
yeah. The first time I see this movie, I know this movie exists before I see the movie. I know so many people around me say that it's a great movie to see. With again a phenomenal, so many phenomenal actor in it. So sometimes I want to see this movie, and I'm happy that I'm thankful that the podcast give me the chance to see this movie. So yeah, Eric Control. Yeah, I'm happy to have see this movie and you multi.
I'm also glad I have seen it. And it flows very well with Copland because the plot is very similar. They have different twists. It's a different movie, but the premise of it, you can tell it's from the same era, and you can tell they got inspired by the same kind of stuff. Maybe I'm crazy to say that, but I can see these two movies being brothers. Maybe I'm crazy again. So let's get into the production and the plot. And this time around, because I have more elaborated notes, we will get into it. So, directed by Curtis Enson, screenplay by Brian Elgeland and Curtis Enson. Have you seen Curtis Enson in anything else as a director or writer?
I look for the director. I don't know him. This is Curtis Hanson done the movie, and he had done the screenplay too. He was not a big director. This movie is the best he have done, the best and the bigger he have done in his career. After that, I look at this career. He not done a big movie, and now he is dead. The director is dead. But sometimes you have so many directors. You have just done one big movie that opportunity, but that happens so many times in Hollywood, and this is the case for Elite Confidential. This is the best and the bigger movie you have done in this career. Not much to say about that.
Okay, well, that's interesting. You died. It's unfortunate. May he rest in pieces. Based on LA Confidential by James Elroy, produced by Ernan Mitchen, Curtis Hanson, and Michael Nanteson, starring Kevin Spacey. I know that name. I just can't remember from what. Any reference? Have you seen Kevin Spacey in anything else?
House of Court.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Uh,
For you, because I see so many movie of him, but you have see House of Cards, you have see Baby Driver.
oh, okay, I see. Oh, I see. I see. I see now. I see. I see. Thank you for the reference. Now I get it. The next name is Russell Crowe. I That name is also familiar. I can't
you,
remember from what. Do you remember from what?
you know him for Thor 4.
Oh my! Why? PTSD incoming!
he
I'm
played
traumatized.
he played Zeus in Thor 4.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, I see.
but he's famous for Gladiator 1.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're
He
right.
have done Robin Hood 2. And he was in the recently was in Craven.
Oh
Uh,
my! I've seen it in so many things. I just didn't remember.
Rusico is a big actor. He has done so many stuff: action, drama, comedy. Continue. I will check this career because I see him so many time and so many movie. Is I like so much this actor. He's phenomenal, and each one the role he have done.
I'm
Uh,
shocked. Well, I'm
yeah,
not shocked. I That's a big name. That's the household name, a powerhouse, as we can say. It was also starring Guy Pearce, James Cromwell, David Strathairn, Kim Basinger. I also remember Kim Basinger from other stuff. I don't know what exactly, but her name.
recently, you see her in Nobody Too. Uh,
Oh, that's her. Oh, I see. Oh.
I think she's here. Give me just a second. I will look at it. But I think she is in the last Nobody. No, missed the actress, but she's known for one big movie back then. She's known for I just the English name. Give me just a sec. She played in Batman, the first movie with Tim Burton. She was Vicky Vale. Uh,
Oh, that's
yeah, but
interesting.
I sure I know the movie. I don't find it, but she was not back then for many movie. She was a six bomb actress. She was an actress so beautiful. She plays so or
The symbol, the people that look on,
yeah,
that
uh,
look at her. She's eye candy.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so the next thing is Danny DeVito. I know him from what I can't remember, but I've seen him. I've seen that name. It's familiar.
Danny
Um,
DeVito, Batman 2. He's played the
oh yeah.
Penguin.
Oh my. Okay. 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 Interesting. Cinematography, Dante's Peanutty, edited by Peter Honest, music by Jerry Goldsmith, production company, Regency Enterprise, Walper organization. That's unique. Distributed by Warner Bros. Release date May 14, 1997 at Cannes, and September 1997 in the US, with a running time of 138 minutes, and it had a budget of 35 million, and it did box office 126.2. Interesting. Now to get to the plot, let's get into it. I have something marked down. I just need to find the right page. There we go. There I am. I got the plot right before me. The movie dives deep into the life of a cop that want to honor his dad by being an honest cop in a corrupt police station and by catching his dad murderer. Nobody can truly be trusted when even some of the higher ups don't uphold the law the way they should. Do you want to add anything else to the plot?
Uh, One thing, the all the movies set place in the 15 and LA. That they seem to save for the story. But other than that, you have resume the movie.
Well, so that goes back to what I said. It's two brothers. Copland and this movie are so similar, and it's fascinating, and I like it. And what I remember the most about LA Confidential is actually the last action piece that was Chef Kiss. So let's dive deep into that movie. Let's review that. What did you think of LA Confidential?
Like I said before, the first time I see the movie, I know the movie exists before that. I want to see this movie for so many time, and now I see the movie, and yeah, that was tasting the movie to see a great piece of cinema. The story is more complex than Copland. You need to be more focused to understand all the entry in the movie. But I like that, and I like the casting more in this movie than the Copland before, other than the Sylvester Stallone. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Russell Crowe, and he's played this he's a player cop, but the way he's played this cop, he's like a beast. He used his punch to have justice, and he is the red hand of the director of the cup. And he have a interesting evolution because he is the side of the corrupt cup, and like Sylvester Stallone, he evolve. He have evolution.
Evolved.
Evolve, he have evolution, and in the end, he team up with the cup played by Guy Pearce. He's the only good cop and this pressing, and the team beat all the curb cup. I like this evolution, and Russell Crowe was so perfect in the movie. You have this is the one main character have a romance in the movie. You have a romance with the main actress played by Kim Basinger. She play this prostitute. All men want to have, and he have a romance with her, and I like the romance because he tried to be cop, but he know that's not a good thing to be with her, but he can be without her, and that I just that give most of the plot become more complex because of that, because the other male character want to be with the character played by Kim Basinger, Guy Pearce, the only good cop in the place. He feel in love with her too. This is Kim Basinger. Back then, she was a sex bomb. She was so beautiful. She was also in so many movies. Like I said, she was in the first Batman movie, and I understand why many male people want to be with her. I like the character was so cool, like I say, and the character played by Danny DeVito. I like the way he was so funny. He's played this journalist, try to have the exclusivity of all action in this in LA. He's dirty, and he has so many funny catchphrase. Danny DeVito, the actor, is a funny guy. He plays so many funny role. He do some drama. He's play, of course, Penguin in the Batman 2, and I like that. And of course, you have a Kevin Spacey. He's played like this star cop, the journalists follow him, and he's famous to arrest a big bad guy. And back then, Kevin Spacey was so charisma. He was so big with the charisma. Sure, this guy is dead now. I understand why. When you have the wave of Me Too, he was in it, opportunity. But before that, he was so big, and this movie proved that he's a phenomenal actor. And you have, of course, Guy Pearce. He played the good cop. He was young in this movie, but I see him so many stuff after that. Very a great actor too. And I like the way the character is built. He tried to be like this dad and to be a good cop. Everything around him try to stop in, and he continue, and he used more the story go, more he used the system against the system, and he accept a little of corrupted stuff,
Corruption, yeah.
corruption to be a good cop. And I like this character. He's not just 100% white. Yeah, little gray in it, and that the proof that is a great character. And like I said, the story very interesting, more complex. Like I said, that Copland. I don't follow all stuff. well done for that. I was intrigued all the movie, and with the good character, good story, and the unique atmosphere, I will say. Before the movie take place in the 50s and LA, I like this period of time. It's so dark. It's so dark, and everybody is just not trustful. I like this vision. One of my favorite video game of all time is LA Noir. Is set in the same premise. We follow a detective in LA in the 50s, and I just loves that. I feel one is the more interesting period of this of in the United States of America. I want to see more movie take place in this period. I love that what the story take place here. Yeah, I don't remember everything about this movie, but all the movie work perfectly for what it is. My only complaint is that maybe the story is too complex for the own good. Not everyone can follow that very easily. At some moment, I try hard to not fall to follow. But yeah, in the end, I was entertained, and I understand why this movie was so real well received, and it was nominated for so many award. And back then, he just won two, one for Kim Basinger and one for the script, I think. So it's not big, but two best two Academy Award for this movie is something to say. So yeah, I'm happy. I don't know if you other people choose this movie, but I'm happy that someone chose this movie. So and
I think I did, but I might be wrong on that. I either it's Super Bowl or me. I'm leaning toward maybe me because I realize, oh, Copland is there, so we need another cop movies from 1997, and that might be the top process, but maybe it's also Super Bowl. I can't remember. So, do you want to add anything else?
no, I want to hear your opinion about this movie.
Thank you for sharing. Now, I like that thing. I like more Copland, but I think they are the same tier of entertainment. Uh, I I will say this: the ending was wow. The action. I'm really easy to impress. You know, all you need to do is have a good shootout at the end, and I'm sold. And this is what we got with the shotgun and the pew pew. So the lore was cool. The nice sound effect were selling me the atmosphere and the movie. Cool showing over telling. The cops party was entertaining. The action was great. Um, so the big firefight again at the very end of the movie was wow, chef kiss. I think these movies they really nailed what should be done in a firefight. The guy growth into ending the life of the boss for proper justice was great because the boss was like, yeah, I will get arrested, but then I will get released. And the guy's like, no, pew pew. And it's also growth, as he said, he wanted to be righteous, but he realized being righteous might also involve criminal escaping the justice system. And it's fascinating. I like that idea. The reveal of the old guy being a corrupt cop was also tragic, but well set up. Interesting idea that one cop would resist the idea to bend the rule for arrest. Nice theme of corruption within police forces. And I see parallels again. It feels like Copland all over again, Whiteout Sylvester Stallone. Uh, but again, I think it was a very fun movie, and I will also add this: it was a 2 hour ish movie, and a bit more than 2 hour. And I will be honest, fully honest. When I had seen the runtime, I was worried, but then I got hooked in the movie, and the runtime feels very much justified. So this is the kind of movies I'm like, you don't need 2 hour, but you actually did need 2 hour for LA Confidential, and I think that's one of the highlights because sometimes runtime can play against movies, but in this case, it really feels right. And congrats on that. That movie did very well in that aspect. The pacing was top tier entertainment. So, I will ask you, do you want to add anything else on LA Confidential?
Yeah, just remember a little thing. Was happy to see this movie. You have a actor, one of my favorite actor of all time. He played a little part of this movie. The actor I talk is Simon Baker. I love this actor too so much because he's the main actor of one of my favorite TV show all time, Mentalist. He's played the main character in the Mentalist, and this movie, he play a little part. He's play a young gay actor want to be famous, and he was killed at some point in the story. I was happy to see him in this movie. I was like, this is one of my favorite actor. He's played a little part. He started his career somewhere, someplace. So I was funny to see play a little part in this movie. But yeah, I think I say all I want to say about this movie.
Well, amazing. What would be your grade out of 10 for LA Confidential?
Again, it's a close eight. I will give eight again for the movie. I prefer. I feel it's not the same movie as Copland. You have similarity. I prefer Copland for some stuff, and I prefer this one for other stuff. Like I said, this one has a better. Better as the two of them have a great casting, but I prefer some actor in this one like Russell Crowe, Danny DeVito, and Kevin Spacey for that. All of them was phenomenal in the movie. So for me, that's why I give a close eight. So I give 8 of 10 for the movie.
I think it's well deserved. And once again, I think Copland is slightly above this, but I will also give a 10 out of 10 to this because it's another masterpiece. I think this week was a banger week. And it's unfortunate I did hear about these movies prior, but I didn't see them prior. So I'm glad we got to cover these. I'm glad we got to talk about that. Copland, LA Confidential, two great movies. Now this is the tier list segment. So Matt, do you want to start by sharing off the tier list? If it's nearby, there's an option in the StreamYard where you can screen share. If did you found it or
Oh
am I
yeah,
the first one
yeah,
to do it?
yeah. Give me a second.
Okay.
Uh,
So we are loading that tier list. The tier list moment.
uh, that was not working. I will try again. Give me a sec.
The tier list is the big thing when a season come to a close. And this season was quite unique.
Ah,
There we go.
that working.
The way to do it.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of movies to get into. So I think what matters the most is the bottom 10 and the top 10. So we will start with your bottom 10. Why did you place the movies you placed in the bottom 10? So why would you place the last 10 movies, the worst 10 movies? Why would you place them there?
I will not take many time for each of one, but I will say each of one. So in D, I have Billy Cup 3 that was so was so bad because you have so the two first was so great, and after that the third one was I fell down for the franchise. So for me, it deserved it to be in the bottom of my classement. Uh, the same for Thor 2. Uh, as today is the worst Marvel MCU movie. Sure, the first Thor is not perfect. It's not a great movie too, but there's some element in it with a good director behind the movie work. This one, you have not quality in it. Sure, you have Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman, but you have not a good director behind, and the story is not interesting. You are not a memorable bad guys, so you are nothing to save in this movie. Uh, I hesitate to for the third one to place in D, but it deserved for many points. Ant-Man 3 was a deception. It's not really really bad, but he has a one purpose to start a new phase and introduce a new main villain for this phase, and he fell for that. It's not a bad Ant-Man movie because we had not great Ant-Man movie either. It's just the purpose of this movie was to start something new, and he fell for that, so he deserved to be to be down. And the C part, all the movies are just okay, not memorable, just okay to see. And you have Upgrade. There was a okay romance comedy, and not nothing so bad, nothing so good. Blown Away again was a tasting story, but I feel it's not memorable in the end. Marvel again, you have so much potential in it, and again, in the end, it's just okay movie with some interesting action sequence. Torcat was a deception. I was entertaining. That why it's so up in my classment.
In
Uh,
your ranking.
in my ranking, sorry. I was entertainment, but it was fell down because Thor 3 was so great, and it is the same director. Sure, for this one, he has all the project in his arm. Thor 3 was controlled by the studio, but this one, the studio was happy about the work of Taika Waititi, so he said to him, "Go, do another movie. I will just look you. Joe, go do your thing." And that was too much for this movie. And Ant-Man 2 is the same case. That is a okay sequel. But there's the one. There's the first. It was good, and he's good for one reason. And this one is entertainment. It's just entertainment. It's not memorable. I was happy to see the WAPs. She's a superior character, important in the Marvel universe. So I was happy to see her for in the first time in the action. I like that for that, but other than that, the movie is not memorable. That's eight movies. So the two last one was Pandorium. Was interesting movie. Was okay. The potential is there to create a new sci-fi universe, but the movie is not so memorable in the end. I like some element in it, but I forget so many stuff after I watched the movie. Again, for Wayne Well, I understand why he was a hit back then, but the movie was age poorly. The humor not work so great now. I'm happy to see the movie from Mike Myers. I see why he started his career with this movie. That we work for him, but for me it was not phenomenal. Like not so was some big thing. I want to see the movie, and I see the movie. I was like, okay, I understand why so many people love this movie, but it's not my taste, and I feel the movie is aged poorly. The will not work great anymore. So what my 10 10 down
Bottom.
button movie? Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So now that's my shot at sharing my bottom 10. Thank you for sharing yours. It's very interesting. We have similar picks. Mine is very different, but we still have these similar picks. So let's get into it. So for me, the worst of the worst is Wakanda Forever. It's rock bottom. I despise that movie. I wish we had Chadwick Boseman, or at least I wish we had like a proper send off, recast. I know the actor died, but like have a proper send off. I just feel like the character was disrespected. He was off screen. He was deleted off screen, and that's really bad. The movie was about Wakanda, and sure, Wakanda can be cool, but if it's handled by better writers, I don't think the people in charge were quite good. Uh, my next stop is Quintamania. I despise that movie as well. It's like the race of the bottom right now. The humor, the dialogue, the CG. Think of something, and maybe they did it wrong. And the same goes for Thor: Love and Plunder. I think it was a mistake, that movie. Have more control, Disney. I didn't think I would say it, but I think if studio was more involved in Thor 4 could have been great because it had really cool idea I liked. They just didn't do it right because Taika Waititi only wanted laughs, and sometimes you don't need laughs. You need a really good drama, a really good sad story about cancer, and trying to have something meaningful left behind. I think that could be a great movie about legacy. But hey, Taika Waititi really wanted to crack bad jokes, so this is what we got. Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2 is another movie I don't really like. And
You know, the difference between not like is bad. Bad is not like, it's not the
I
same
also
thing.
think it's bad. Like, I
Against the Galaxy 2 is not bad, man. I don't make sense. Is F for you, man.
think
You
it's
have a.
bad.
I'm worried for you, man. If you try to be a serious critic about cinema, you need to be more serious because that doesn't make sense for that.
Now, the next up is Thor The Dark World, another quite bad movie. So these were the bottom five. Now, the next one is Die Another Day. And it's unfortunate because that's a guilty pleasure. I liked watching this bad movie. Die Another Day is just a fun flick. It's the worst Pierce Brosnan. It's also probably the worst James Bond. I need to see No Time to Die. That's the last Bond movie I haven't seen, but Die Another Day is just bad. Dark Harvest, another not so great movie. Better than Die Another Day or any of the other movies listed. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really wanted to love this movie. I think Wasp is quite cool, but unfortunately, the movie doesn't give her justice. It didn't make her cool enough. Eternals. Um, that movie was a drag. It was very long. It it didn't do what it should do, and what a movie should do in my books is make you care for the character. And that movie was just not able to do such thing for me.
Again, that this movie doesn't deserve F for that. But okay, continue.
My 10th and last place, The Marvels. This movie, I'm sad to place it there because I think it's another guilty pleasure. It's a fun experience. I don't think it's a great movie, but it's a fun experience and I enjoyed it. But there are better MCU movies out there. And I think Miss Marvel was the best part of that movie. And I will also admit that they sold me Captain Marvel. I didn't like her movie. I really didn't. But in this movie, wow. I was kind of surprised they tried to do something with Captain Marvel. And they make me feel something about her. And I didn't think that was possible. So props on that, Captain Marvel. You earned my respect for that movie. And I want to see more of her. That's kind of shocking, right? But again, I think the highlight of the Marvels was really Miss Marvel. And yeah, these were my bottom 10. So, what is your top 10 and why? I will just.
Right.
There we go. And there we go.
So yeah, for my for my top 10, some movie don't deserve to be in S ranking, but I love this movie so much. I need to be in S for me, but I see why it does not deserve S. Like the first Deadpool movie. It's not an extraordinary superhero movie, but I remember as today my first time I see the movie in the theater, and that says something about this movie. Is memorable, a very memorable movie, and I was so blessed to see this movie. I was so blessed, humor. Was so funny movie to when I see the movie so many times after that, maybe like 8 to 10 times. I love this movie so much for what it is. Again, the same thing for Spider-Man No Way Home. Uh, I'm a huge comic book guy, and I'm one of my favorite characters of all time is Spider-Man. I see all stuff with Spider-Man in it, and when I see this movie, I was so happy. I know this movie surf on the nostalgia. It's shame for cinema, I understand, but I was so happy when I see that in theater. And man, I go to theater each week for past like 3 4 year, and this movie is the only time I see the theater full, and each people has so emotion in it. People laugh, people was so happy, was so sad, and some moment. That was unique experience to see in theater when this movie was released back then. Golden Day is one of my favorite movie of all time. I see the movie was I was younger with my parents. My parents take this location of VHS back then of this movie, and I see this movie with my parents some of the night when I was younger, and it was unique experience. I remember that as today, and I see the movie so many times. It's not a big movie, but it's so perfect craft for what all he has done in it, and what I think is the best Bill Murray movie. So perfect movie to see. Again, for other example, the first Guardian of the Galaxy. Back then, no people believe that would be a hit because it was not a famous, it was not a famous team of superhero. But James Gunn has unique take for comic book, and he start this legend about that with this movie. After that, he have done 3 movie of Guardians of the Galaxy. He had done the Suicide Squad and Superman, etc. And Guardians of the Galaxy was so perfect for what it is. He gave us the envy to follow this team and to care for this team with a phenomenal, with a perfect cast with Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, etc. I love this movie so much. I see this movie so many times in my life. My cousin Winnie was surprised. I see this movie for the podcast and 1 month ago, and I love this movie so much. It's a perfect court movie with Joe Pesci was so perfect in it. I love this movie for what he gave us. Another one is Beverly Hill Cop, one of the best Eddie Murphy, maybe the best Eddie Murphy movie. So entertainment, so perfect. Is a perfect example of a good action comedy of the 90s. Eddie Murphy surf all the movie with so many good humor and good action. Perfect movie for what it is. And the top one is the Guardian of Galaxy 3. I see all the stuff about superhero movie, about superhero TV show, animated movie, and movie. And this one, in one of the rare case, was as I was tear up, I was sad. And then the movie, I cry when I see this movie. I was so invested in this movie that one thing can say about James Gunn, you have this power to create empathy about this character and create so unique story about them. And Guardian Galaxy was the top of that after 2 good, one great and a good sequel of Guardian Galaxy. This one was the perfect ending for them. I love that for that. That one 7. So I will add the Golden Eye. I think it is one of the best James Bond movie ever made. For me, is the best one is Casino Royale, but this one is close to that. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but action and story and the bad guys all is memorable. So well done. And another one is Thunderbolt. It was released this year, and for me, one of the best Marvel MCU movie of all time. It's just because for a rare case again, you have so emotion in it. That's something Marvel lose when he tried to build this universe of Marvel, and start you have that, and after many years he lose this ability to create emotion with this character. Sure, this character epic or badass or other stuff, but the core of a superhero movie is the emotion, and this one is perfect case of that. The world is so strong about emotion, and I connect with this movie strongly because I'm a depressed person myself, and this movie talk about depression, how to fight that, and I love this movie for that. And the last one for my top 10, I will say, uh, not in order, I will say, but Doctor Strange 2 was a perfect example of a great sequel the first Destruction was a good surprise, a good movie with a phenomenal Benedict Cumberbatch in it. But the second one step other level with this character, with this universe of this character. Sure, the movie surf again of on nostalgia, but it's good nostalgia in this case. And I love that for all the purpose in this movie. And after that, I see this movie, I want to see more. I want Disney not say when the third one will be released, but I hope it will soon. It will be soon because I now I Doctor Strange is one of my favorite Sparrow universe. I want to see more about that. So that one for my top 10. Again, it's not the
In
perfect
order.
order, but that for me.
Thank you a lot for sharing. And we have a very different top 10 this time around, which is very interesting. That's the point of that segment. I like difference. So let's do this. So here's my top 10. So in 10th place we got Kramer versus Kramer. I like that movie so much. And it it's a movie that made history in my books. It's a classic. Uh, I wish I had seen it prior, but I didn't. But here we are. I've seen it for the podcast, and I enjoyed the experience a lot. So I will thank Alex for that. He is behind that choice. The next one is Groundhog Day. Very fun movie about a time loop, and now I get the expression of this is just like Groundhog Day. I get it now. And The Last Voyage of the Demeter, a movie you suggested. Thank you a lot. It's a top pick in my book.
Again,
And
again, it don't deserve to be in the top 10, but I understand. Continue.
it's peak entertainment. The next stop is LA Confidential, a movie we covered a few minutes ago. I think it's a classic. It's a great movie, and we got Copland, uh, one of the best Sylvester Stallone movie there is. The Rocky movies are great, but Copland is just it's the right spot for me. Splice, another choice of Alex, which is fascinating. Alex take two space out of 10 in that top 10. Splice, we covered that the same day we covered Pandorum back in April.
I remember. Yeah.
I like Splice a lot. It's in my book what will be remembered as a classic eventually one day. Maybe not to the same extent as Kramer versus Kramer, but I think people will have fond memory of it. The next stop is the first Deadpool. It's I know it's a hot take, but it's my least favorite. I still liked it. I mean, it's in the top 10 right now, but I think it's my least favorite. I quite enjoyed the first Deadpool, and I they sold me on that character, and I've seen it several times. I think I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. Each time I liked it. Deadpool 2, same deal, but I haven't seen it as much. But I think it's just slightly above. I found it more entertaining and just interesting. And maybe that's my bias toward David Leitch. He was behind some of the stunt work in that movie. The guy that made the Fall Guy from last year. Um, I I really like the work of David Leitch, so anything he's involved in will automatically get points from me. And Marmalade, a movie you suggested. So thank you very much for suggesting such movie. I really liked it. Um, I can see you disagree already.
No, no, continue.
It's fascinating. But yeah, Marmalade is my second favorite, and my favorite in the movies in this list is Deadpool and Wolverine. I like that thing. It was a top tier movie from last year, and each time I rewatch it, I just enjoy it so much. Deadpool and Wolverine is a classic. It's what superhero movie should strive to be. I really liked it. So yeah, that was my top 10. very fun experience, very fun movies, and thank you for this amazing season, Matt. I had a great time reviewing movies, and hopefully, real life won't bleed too much into the podcast in the future. But hey, uh, if you want to come back next season, you know you have your place. I really enjoyed doing this season with you in Super Bowl. That was a great show. And what do you have going on your end of the internet?
Nothing new. I see stuff and I write about them in French. I try to slow that a little bit because I recently I take so many time to write the stuff, and I feel I need to take more time for just to enjoy the stuff I see. That's something I try to do for the next week. Other than that, like I say, I just see stuff and write about them, and I go to cinema and I play video game and I work. And not a big life, but a life work for me. I think I see the last week I see the new Predator movie. One movie I wait for. I want to see this year. I don't think I will go to a cinema this week, but I feel we are in the era where all big Oscar type movie will release. So I try to keep up with that. Other than that, nothing new. And you, Multi.
Well, either tomorrow or Thursday. I don't quite know yet. I will talk to you backstage about it, but either tomorrow or Thursday, I will be talking about Predator Badland. I like that movie and I cannot wait to cover it. Um it was amazing, a good time. Outside of that, well, Saturday, the usual day for politics here on the channel. We will be reacting to question period and any drama that happens at any time this week if there's drama in politics. Outside of that, well, next Monday, probably another mainstream movie review about a movie that should come out Friday. I can't remember the title, but I know there's a new movie coming up Friday that I will most likely go watch, that I will enjoy. I know
Uh,
there's
I think I know what movie you're
from
talking.
Long Legs, the same person that made Long Legs and the Monkey. I can't remember
Oh,
the title, but
okay, yeah.
I think it's coming out Friday. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's coming
But
out Friday.
this Friday you have the now you see me, now you don't, the third part of the now you see me. That the big release for this Friday.
Oh, I thought that was the other movie I was thinking about.
Uh,
Uh, but I think I will now. I think I will watch Now You See Me. I not quite sure. Like I've seen the trailer. I'm not really sold on that one. I will. I really don't know. I will look into it, but I know there's a horror flake at some point this month that was made by the same person behind Long Legs and the Monkey. So I will look into it. But next Monday there's a mainstream movie review. What movie will be covered? I don't quite know yet. At some point at the end of November, Smallville makes a comeback on this channel for season 3 all the way up to 10. With that being said, this was the Red Blue Podcast, the 7th season, and I will just repeat something that was said backstage. The show is coming back in January with Casino Royale, Skyfall, and Spectre from the Daniel Craig era of James Bond movies. Um, Hopefully, I won't be alone, but if I am, be it. And February is officially the start of the 8th season, and we are near the end of the Red Blue Podcast. There's still a few seasons to go on. I'm looking forward to watch and cover movies on this channel. Thank you again, Matt. Thank you, Super Bold. And with this, we are out.
Yeah, Red Blue Podcast. Come check the scene. Movies old and new. Know what I mean? The Red Blue Podcast. Come check the scene. Movies old and new. Know what I mean?